Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to use the debugging features of CodeBlocks. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. To use debugging features of CodeBlock, you need first to come and create a project. And to create a project, you come to files. After this, you go and create the project. So here, I'm going to create an empty project here. Come and click on go, then come down here, click on next. Then here, let's give a title for our project, something like that. So let's just leave the rest as default. Finish. Here is our empty project. So let's create a file for this project. Empty file here. Then here you can see it prompts said, do you want to add these new files into active project? Then we'll just click on yes and everything will work out accordingly. Then here let's name our file, which I'm going to give a simple name, debug P, which simply means debug test or something of that kind. Let's see. Yep. Click on OK. You are ready to go here. Just like C tradition, we're going to start with hash include So let's run the program and see. Oh, sorry for that. Let's run the program and see. Okay, yeah, our program prints hello C program. Okay, now our program works well. Let's test our debugger now. Because here, if you run the debugger, everything seems to be good. No problem. The debugger just ran through and it never found any error. So let's change one thing in this program. That is going to be by changing this A by putting the pointer down here. Pointer which is equal to null. We are comparing it with the value 5 up there. What will the program print? So let's try to print this. It's giving us something which is like, I don't know, empty program or something. Okay, let's run our debugger now to see where the program exactly is. You can see here our debugger is printing for us some message here which says the program received signal, some stuff there, segmentation fault, something of that kind. And at the same time, the call stack gave us something here. Okay, this very yellow arrow here, it points exactly where the problem is. And in this line, this is where the problem is exactly. Which means if we come here and change this, then everything is going to be possible for us to handle the rest of the problem. So imagine maybe you never found the problem and you wanted to follow it critically to understand exactly what's happening. We can do this actually by this step into, of which we're going to step from one step to another at a time. And also next line here also is better for this, like we can use it to step from one line to another by following from a line to another, from line to another. And also we have another, this one here, run to cursor, and at the same time we have this next instruction and this also is step into instruction. All these features up here, they are helping us to debug in different conditions where necessary, if it is needed. You know, if you try one feature, it is not working well with you, and you try the other one, it's not working well with you, you can continue trying from one way to another, from this one to that, in order to make sure that everything just works. So let's first stop our debugger and try to run it using a step into. So using a step into here, like if we click on the step into here, it will start showing the yellow arrow from the beginning. So if you continue clicking, have you seen the arrow is coming, like it is executing the code line by line until it finds exactly where the problem is. So on clicking it again, now it have reached here with the execution. Now if you click step into again, you'll see the error will pop up again, which means in this exact line, this is where the problem occurs. And with this, it won't go ahead again, even though how hard you try it, because this is where the problem is and the execution from this line is not going ahead, so it won't just go ahead. So we have some good features this side. Here we have breakpoint, which we are using here, this red one, and CPU register, some of Let me say some of these features. I've never used them really in real life, but they are really, really good when you're facing problems with your code and you really need to debug. One of the most important feature here also is watches. Watches is far important. If I can illustrate in my side, because using it just makes me to understand a lot of things about the code itself. Here, if we are to see from the watches, A here it is indicating our A variable up here, and the value 5 is the value of A. And coming down here, which is the other variable, which is B here, this variable pointer here, it has the value of null, of which it just gave it to be 0 by 0, 0. And this condition here is not real. That's why here everything just happened to look like nothing's happening. And with this, you can easily understand what really is happening in your program. So this is actually the major aspect of debugging in C. You can use the same emphasis to debug in C++. Debugger in code blocks is mostly used in this kind of aspect. With this, we are free to the end of this video. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.